What's going on, guys?
Good to see you, my
Good,
friend.
brother.
Good to see you with a smile on your face. Everyone happy today? What was your assessment?
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy. I know Brian Daigle's happy. Mr. Frankaholic.
Mate, we were speaking earlier today, weren't we, via WhatsApp? And I was like, yeah, mate, I am over the goddamn moon right now.
Yeah. No, I mean, honestly, fantastic game. Fantastic game. Obviously, though, I'm going to be a little more pessimistic. I'm at the point where I'm like one game at a time because I agree a lot with some things that I've heard where it's just like, this right now is the foundation. Thomas Frank, this is what you need to do. This is the blueprint. So let's now keep going off of this. Don't do anything too crazy. Keep it like stupid simple. Don't rotate 3-4 guys. Just make it simple. If I was Thomas Frank, what I would do is I would have this game replaying on repeat every single training session, put it on the wall. And that way the players can study this game and master this game so that they can implement this over and over again. But no, I mean, excellent performance. Xavi Simons has arrived. He's announced himself. Mohamed Kudus, lost for words, man. What a player. One of our best signings in God knows how long. But from top to bottom, we looked aggressive. Our pressing was on point. The fluidity, guys, the way that we were able to string together like more than 3 passes, spectacular. The tiki-taka, like everything from top to bottom. I was like amazed at what I watched today. So overall, it was good. That's fantastic. Amazing performance.
What do you think led to the performance being so much better today than what we've seen?
I mean, I guess you'd have to start with the lineups, right? Like initially, I wasn't the happiest because I didn't know that Udogie wasn't injured at first, and I would have rather played Udogie over Spence. But then I realized that Udogie was injured, and I was like, okay, fine. And then Gray got minutes. I was a little bit iffy on Bentancur, but Bentancur played pretty well today. And as you guys might know, I'm a Bentancur hater, but Bentancur played pretty well. So the lineup was spot on. I guess as well, the big thing as well, I mean, like we said, Kudus was just on it completely. And one thing that I really did notice a lot of too is that the players were a lot closer together and they actually were able to string more passes out. They weren't dispersed across the pitch. They weren't all over the place. They were actually able to stay closer to string together a bunch of passes, which allowed us to play through. And then how direct we were was insane. Like there was urgency in our attack off the rip. So we were just urgent. We wanted the game. And the way that we were able to string together passes was just spectacular to see.
Yeah, it was. That was really great. Xavi being back in the team, you know, goal and assist today. First goal in a Tottenham shirt as well. What did you make out of his performance today?
I mean, yeah, his best game in a Spurs shirt by far. And I hope this can be used for him to springboard on and push on as well. And it's just weird because, like, I guess now Frank might be like, oh, yeah, this is why I didn't play him for so long because he had to get the urgency, whatever it may be, and now he performed, whatever it may be. But I'd actually like to ask Frank, like, why this guy hasn't been playing before this. Because even when he's come on in games as well, I don't think he's been poor. So Xavi Simons has looked so good, and he looked so good this game. And just I want to see his stats on the progressive passes because I feel like every single time he got the ball, he was looking to pass forward. And even a lot of things that he was doing earlier on in the season, Xavi Simons a lot of the times would do crazy wild passes, do random Travellas or whatever it may be, but this time he just kept it stupid simple. He saw a runner, he passed it there. He saw another run on the left-hand side, he passed it there. His game was very simple, and then when he had to have the time to do something spectacular, he did it. And the big thing that I really noticed about Xavi Simons is the way he moves around the pitch is fantastic. That run for that assist was spot on. And James Maddison did that a lot last season too. Like that run for Xavi Simons was A1.
And his goal as well.
And his goal. Listen, I knew the moment when I looked up and I saw that Xavi Simons saw that he had a bunch of space, I knew this guy was going to score, man. It was just always a matter of time. Because one thing I love about Xavi Simons as well is he's super direct. Like, he's super direct. Like, if he sees an opportunity to go, he'll go, which I love. He's very fearless when it comes to stuff like that. So, what a player, man.
Now, let me ask you, I mean, I want to talk about something very quickly. And we're all talking about Xavi and what Bentancur did. Let's have a chat about Archie Gray, because obviously before the game, as our Spurs fans like to do, they always find one selection. It's like, oh my God, what have you done him? What have you done? I think he came in today and was great and has shown what he can do. And I think, like I said, I think that midfield three has been the best three we have played, I think everyone complemented each other and allowed them to do what they needed to do in the game. What was your thoughts on Archie Gray?
Yeah, I mean, I think Gray was good. There was a couple times where like I think his focus dropped a bit, made like the odd foul here or there, or misplaced a pass. But I think overall, he was solid. I think he was solid. And like I've been saying about Archie Gray all season, I think every single time he's played, he hasn't really been bad at all. I think at worst he's been like a 5, but I think he's been excellent all season. So what I said earlier on is like, Frank, you have the blueprint now. That midfield works. Let's go again. Let's go again. I would have loved to see Bergville in there because I think it's a bit harsh on him, but still, that midfield works. Let's go again. I think Archie Gray was very steady, cool. Like he's like, I feel like he plays beyond his age a little bit. He's very calm and collected. He doesn't like really like get too nervous. Like he's a very smart, intelligent player, which I love, and we need more of those players. But no, Archie Gray he looked really good in that midfield, and I assume most Spurs fans would have wanted him to get more minutes. So if we're complaining about that now, then I don't know what to say. But I think Archie Gray was.
Do you think a switch has flipped in Frank's head since that PSG game? Because since then we've seen Gray and Bergvall, at least one of them, start every game, and Paulinho has not started 3 of the last 4 games as well. So do you think there's been a mindset change from him?
I still think he's just trying to figure out what his best team is. He persisted with Bentancur Paulinho for a majority of the season. It's clear now that that isn't working, so he's trying something new. In terms of a flip switching, let's see. I think we'll notice this after a couple of games go on. We have Slavia Prague in a couple of days.
Forest.
We have Forest. Let's see how this shapes up, because that'll tell us. December will tell us a lot if a flip has actually switched. But I think right now he's just trying to figure out new combinations and learn what really works for him.
Yeah, but listen, I completely agree with you. But you look at it today. This is the performance everyone wanted to see, wasn't it? It's like you said, everyone going forward. I think from start to finish, that starting 11 put in a fantastic performance. Knew the job at hand. A lot. Do you know what? After the Fulham game and certain home games where the performances have not been good enough and the results certainly haven't, there was a lot of pressure both on manager and players going into this game today. And today, I think they literally said, this is what we can do. This is what we can do. And like you said, this is what I think we should be doing going forward. We were talking before whether it was 4-2-3-1 or the 4-2-2-2. It was definitely 4-2-3-1. We just looked so comfortable today, and it was kind of like they said, you know what, let's just go out there and attack. And we have the players to do that, don't we, Nate?
Yeah, no, like that's what I'm saying. Like this is the blueprint. Like let's just keep going with this. Like I said, all credit to the players, all credit to Thomas Frank. This was excellent. I enjoyed watching Spurs again, and God knows, probably the season, to be honest, for the most part. But I enjoyed watching my team again. This felt like you guys said, like this felt like a little bit like Poch days, that sort of thing. Like this is Tottenham Hotspur right here. But one game at a time, because sometimes we get a little bit too giddy, sometimes get a little bit too excited. One game at a time. Let's see how it goes next game.
I was looking at the stats in the first half. We really dominated possession and had like 63% possession that first half. And obviously we took a 2-goal lead. In fact, Brentford only had 1 shot in that first half. But the second half, it kind of flipped a bit. They had about 55% possession, and I think 57% possession, and we kind of played a bit more on the counter. Do you think that's just a consequence of Frank managing the game? Is that what you'd like to? Would you have liked him to continue just trying to push forward in that second half?
I think that's just football, you know? Like, there's very few teams that are going to, like, run the game the entire time. And the teams that do that, they're at the top and they're winning things. And this is where I'm like, this is where, for Thomas Frank, I'll allow him the time with that. Because we saw what we could do in the first half. The second half, it tailed off a bit. Could be maybe his message, could be just the natural things of football. You're not going to control the game the entire 90 minutes. This is where I'll give Frank the time with that to figure that out, you know, how to persist with the same effort that we had in the first half to bring it in the second half. He deserves time with that because I saw what he did in the first half. So I think it's just a natural flow of football. And obviously Brentford had to show something. They couldn't just lie down. I think it's just a natural way that football goes. So I don't think the same thing.
You know
too
what?
much into that.
You know what? With that as well, you say it. Yeah, we did take a bit of a easier approach. Foot off the gas. That's the best terminology. But if you look at it, we still created.
Yeah,
So many chances. I know you're not criticising, but I'm thinking we were a little bit more relaxed and played on the counter attack. But I think we still had 4 or 5 chances that we should have taken, could have taken. And
we looked a lot better on the counter today.
Yeah, exactly.
Our XG too.
We
Our XG as well.
were
We underperformed
much
it.
better.
And one of the criticisms as well, and I heard you talking about on the panel show on, I think it's Thursday, Friday, whatever day it was, about not going through the middle. Today we did use the wings, but with Xavi there, we were a lot more central. A lot of the stuff went through the middle and then out wide, not just straight out wide. So the second half, we definitely took our foot off the gas, but there were still 4 or 5 chances. And remember the Xavi kind of, when the goalkeeper was out, that could have been in the second half, an extra 3-4 goals.
Yeah.
But obviously we didn't
Sarr
take
as well
them.
had a chance too.
Yep,
Sarr had a
Kudus
chance.
is disallowed, but Spence should have. Was
Yeah.
it Spencer Odebear with that one?
When what?
Odebear was offside.
Yeah, it was
And
Odebear,
then
so it was the Odebear chance.
Odebear was offside.
And
Yeah.
Spence as
If
well.
Odebear was onside
Yeah.
for that, took it better, it could have been a goal. So.
And what about a word on Richie? 8th goal of the season, 6th in the Premier League. He's now 4th in the scoring charts.
Golden boot.
He gets a lot of disrespect.
Who needs
The guy,
Haaland?
He keeps scoring.
Oh my
he
gosh.
keeps scoring.
This is the part where, like, listen, I watch with my eyes. The stats say one thing, but I watch with my eyes. I still don't really rate Richie, man. I still think he got to go. But fair play, though. Fair play, Richie. Keep doing your thing. As long as we're winning, fair play. But listen, he was good this game. He was good this game. But I still think we need better than Richie. But it's similar to kind of like how Brennan Johnson was last season. You know, the goals are there, but if we watch with our eyes, we kind of know what he is. But we'll say this: like his value is going up with this now. So let's just keep going, Richie. Keep going.
Nate, good to see you, man. Thanks for calling in.
Speak to you soon, brother.
Yeah, thank you guys. Big ups, big ups. Thank you guys.
Big up. Nate the Great.
He is. I love speaking with him.